Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about how to create a date dimension table in Snowflake. Okay. Mostly, we have different types of SCD types. We have SCD type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4 and type 6 are available. Okay. Type 4 and type 6 are hybrids. Now, in SCD type 0, we have only the static data we can use for the lookup tables. We can use the thing as a reference. If we are deriving some measurements for the fact tables, you need date dimension table. The date dimension table mostly used for reporting purposes, like 1 quarter, how many sales were happened, and then from start range to end date range, how many transactions happen. This kind of reporting purposes, we use the date dimension tables. And then if you want to find the difference between two business dates, the start date to end date, you can able to use the dimension tables. It's like a static data. It's not going to change. And then for various business applications, okay, we can able to use this date dimension tables. Now, I already said, right, if you want to see how many products were sold on the particular quarter, how many sales were happened during the year, okay, everything you can able to get through the data dimension table, okay. Because every company, not companies, every client works in different region, US, UK, okay. In the data dimension table, they have the date and time as well, because they works in different regions. If they want to trigger the jobs, for example, you have one store procedures. You work in the IST. Canada people work in the EST, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, if you want to trigger the jobs, you have to schedule the job on the client timings. Okay, my client is Canada. Okay, I have to set the time on the EST. If I want to refer the time, I can use the date dimension tables. In the date dimension tables, I can have the date and time as well. Date and time as well. Okay, like every second, the new data will be populated, because I keeping date and time as well. So every seconds, every minutes, the new record will be added into this SCD type 0. There won't be any update will happen, only inserts will be happen. If you want to schedule some jobs, what you have to refer? If you want to schedule your jobs, which table you have to refer? If you want to schedule any SQL jobs or any store procedure jobs, which table you have to refer? Guys, just now I took these things, right? If I want to trigger my store procedures or SQL jobs, which table? I have to refer the data dimension table, because I am working in the IST timings, right? Some people work in the EST timings, UK. Okay, there are different times will be there, different time zones will be there. Okay, for different time zones, the data will be popular in the data dimension table. If you want to schedule the jobs, what do you have to do? You have to refer the date dimension table. Not only for scheduling the jobs, you can use for various business purposes. For example, if you want to see the transaction between the start range to end range, you can use data dimension tables. If you want to see per quarter how many products were sold, you can use data dimension tables. It's like a static and reference data. You can use like a lookup, and then you can be able to refer those datas. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to straight away going to the demo session. Now, I'm going to create one date dimension table. In the dimension table, we have one key called date key. It's going to be a primary key for us, and then a full date. Full date is nothing but what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate 100 years. I'm going to generate how many years? From 2000 to 2002. Yeah.
2999.
2999. Okay. How many years, guys? How many years? Not 100, I think, right? I will make a
9.
2099. Okay. How many years?
100 years.
100 years. Okay. Now I'm going to generate for 100 years. The 100 years a date will be there. That's called full date. Now, day of week. Do you know what is day of week? Day of week.
Monday.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, this day of week will be there. What is day of month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 30 or 31 days. 30 or 31 days. Next day of year. Day of year will be day of year.
100.
Who said 100? I'm asking day of year here. Can we see day of year? We'll start with 1, 2, 3 up to 365.
65.
65. After the 1 year completed, again we'll start with 1. You understood, right? Totally going to derive for 100 years. We'll start with 1 to 365. 1 to 365 completed. What we'll do? Again, we'll start with 1. Okay. Now, what is week of year? Week of year.
Sir, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, up to 54 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to how many weeks?
54.
Next month. What month it is? Month is string actually. What kind of value? It can be
1, 2, 3.
January, February, March. Best string, right? You want to derive in January, February, March, April up to December. Next one is month number. It's an integer value. What the value will be? 1 to 12. And then next one is string. You have to mention
4
the
quarters.
quarter. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. Okay. You have to concatenate the Q. Okay. Q won't come. You have to concatenate the Q with Q7 char. And then you have to concatenate with the 1. Okay. Then only you get Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay. Now next one is year. How many years?
100 years.
100 years. And then is weekend is Boolean. So just ask to answer for this. Is weekend means? It's weekend means I have to get the Boolean value true. Otherwise, I have to get false. How to mention is weekend? If the day of week falls between 1 and 7, 7 is nothing but Sunday, right? I can say, yeah, 7 is and then 7 is Sunday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. Okay. If it falls between 6 and 7, then you can say,
This weekend, sir.
Is weekend, we can get true. Otherwise, you get false. If you get Monday right, you'll get false. If you get Saturday, Sunday, if it falls with 6 and 7, you'll get true. Otherwise, you'll get false. This is how you have to derive the date dimension tables. As well as what I'm going to do is I'm going to derive only for date. You have to derive for time as well. Okay. Now, just create a DDL for this. Sujita Priya has to answer for this. I'm creating a DDL right now. Just create a DDL for this. Now the DDL got created. Date dimension has successfully been created. Now, how many years I want to create, Sujita Priya? How many years I want to create?
100 years, sir.
From which year to which year?
2000 to 2099.
99, right? Now everything is good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is in Snowflake, we have various functions we have. First, we have to learn all these things. Then only can able to derive the remaining stuff. First, we have to derive the how many days we have to generate. Nearly, I'm saying, right, 100 days, right? Now, just you have to do one thing. Select star from, you have to give the table. Okay, if you have any built-in function, you can able to test with the table function. Select star from table. And then you're going to use one function called generator. The function name is generator. Okay, the generator function, you have to provide the row count. You can see here, you can provide a row count and then you can provide the time limit as well. Now, what I'm going to do is in the row count, I'm giving 100 years I'm going to give. 100 years days I want to give. How many days I can provide here? For 100 years, how many days I can provide? Count.
100.
Yeah, I'm asking you guys, like for 100 years, how many days will be there? That count you have to provide here.
100 into 360.
100 into 365. Okay, you will get 36525 days you cannot provide. Then what will happen, right? This generator will provide that many days, nearly like 100 years. The same thing you have to follow. You have to use, okay, just you're generating the days. I'm going to give 365 into 100. 365 just 25 into 100 will get the value. This much value will get. Now the generator, what it will do, right? We're going to generate the sequence for around 100 years. Just generates. What is happening here? Yeah, no one said to me what I have to give. Row count I have to provide, right? I have to provide in the generator function, I have to provide the row count.
Row count.
Row count lies between 365 25. It's for nearly how many years? 100 years. Select with no columns. Okay, yeah, in the generator function, just 1 minute, guys. Generator function, we have to give the row count. We have to give the row count as well as time limit. We have to provide. Yeah, everything is good. Okay, now I'll give the day. Let's see what happens. The day is one function. Why it's not taking days as well? I'm giving the day function. It's not taking for me. Okay, and I got it. What we have to do in the sense, I have to write in subqueries here. Just I'm going to use one function. That function name is, guys, listen very carefully. It's very interesting. I'm going to use one function called date add. Okay, in the date add function, we're going to pass around the 3 arguments we're going to pass. The first argument we can pass date or time part we can pass. Okay, the first argument what I'm going to pass is, I'm going to pass the day. I'm going to pass this day. I'm going to add the date 1 by 1. Got it? I'm going to add the date 1 by 1. Now, if I use, once again, guys, just I will show the function to you again. Next one is value. Third one is expression. Sendamals, Atish, everyone has to answer. Everyone has to look at here. First one, you can pass date or time part. Part means the date, how many parts are there? In date, how many part is there? In date.
Sir, YYMM.
Day is there, month is there, years is there. Okay, that is called part. For time, how many parts is there? Everyone has to answer for this.
Hours, minutes,
Hours,
Minutes, seconds.
Seconds, milliseconds, everything will be there, right? We have to pass the time part. What I passed here for date. What I passed here? Day. And then if you need month, you can pass month. That's a part. That is called part. P-A-R-T. Next, what I have to pass? Next, you have to pass a value. Value you're going to pass, one function you're going to pass. The function is nothing but sequence. What it will do, it will generate the sequence. Okay, I'm going to use sequence of 4. Sequence of 4 means it's going to generate 4 bytes of data. How many bytes is going to generate? How many bits is going to generate? 4
4
bytes.
bytes.
Okay, 8 bytes equal to how many bits? Sorry, 1 byte equal to how many bits? Sorry. 1 byte equal to how many bits?
8 bits, sir.
8 bits, sir. Around 4 bytes. Around 4 bytes means how many bits will be there? Sujita Priya has to answer for this. 8 bits equal to 1 byte. Now it's going to generate 4 bytes for us. How many bits will be there?
32, sir.
32 bits it can generate. Okay, this sequence 4 function you can pass in the value. Next, you have to pass the expression. You can see, right? Date expression you can pass, or you can pass time expression. Okay, now I'm going to pass the starting date. Okay, what I can pass? What starting year for us? Starting year for
2000,
us,
sir.
2001. Whenever you're giving the format, right, you have to pass the year first, and then month first, and then day first. Now, if you run this statement, right, what will happen? It's going to generate date for you 2001 2001 like this is going to generate, because the date add what it will do, right? It will add the date one by one. That's what the date add function will do. Anand, what the date function will do? It will add the one value with this data. Sequence 4, it will increment the sequence one by one. Up to how many values it will increment? Sequence 4. What's the maximum value of sequence?
32, sir.
4. 4. How many bytes?
4 bytes, sir.
4 bytes. How many bits is there?
32, sir.
32 bits.
sir.
32 bits is there. Like the sequence 4 will generate that much sequence. Okay, it will add the value one by one. What's the next value now? 2001, 1, and the next value is? Next value is
2,
0, 2. And then if you run one more time, right, it will give 0, 3, 0, 4. Like this, it's going to generate for around how many years? 100 years, the date will be added. That's what the date add function will do. So it's clear for you. The date function is going to accept 3 arguments. You have to pass the time part, and then you have to pass sequence, and then you have to pass expressions. Now, what happens? The sequence 4 will going to generate around 4 bytes, nearly 30 bits. It will take it will increment sequence one by one. Up to how many days it's going to increment? How many days it's going to increment?
Sir, 36,500.
And
How many days it's going to increment?
36,500.
36,525 times the sequence going to increment. Okay, now if you run this one, right, you can able to see various day. Nearly you can able to see how many years? 100 years of data you can see. Seeing, right? You can see in the bottom. What's the end date? What?
2099, 12/31.
Except Satish, the remaining folks has to answer. That's the only condition I'm again saying to you. I don't know what Sujita, Priya, and Anand is doing there. I'm asking what is the end date. I'm asking what is the end date. Still, no one is responding for my question.
Sir, end date is 31/12/2099, sir.
Yeah, that is the end date. Okay, now I'm going to generate 100 years. If you want to generate this kind of stuffs, what function you're going to use? You're going to use sequence, and then you're going to use a generate function. Okay, the generate function will going to increment the row count one by one. Okay, because the row count max I given as 36525. For each row count, right, it will going to give a sequence one by one with this value. It's going to add the value one by. That's what the date add function will do. Now everything we did, right? We have to give the alias name. The alias name I'm going to give as I can give a date value. A date value. Okay, everything is good as of now. Just put in terms of subquery. Just in terms of put some subquery here. Yeah, good. Now, we want to generate all these attributes. We want to generate all these attribute: date key, full date, date of week, day of month, day of year. Everything we have to generate one by one. Now, I'm going to write on subquery. Select star from, I place the placeholder here, right? Yeah, and then if you look at here, it's a subquery. Now I want to generate all these attributes one by one. What is the first attribute I want to generate is, I want to generate this date key. Okay, already I derived one column called date value column. Okay, because if I run right, then you can able to understand, guys. What's the column name? Apart of Satish, everyone has to answer.
Date underscore value.
Date underscore value. Okay, I'm going to refer this same. I'm going to derive the first attribute. It's a primary key for us. Just remove the asterisk and then make date underscore value as what I have to give as
Date key.
date key. Next, like this, you have to derive one by one. Just use the comma. Next one is full date. The same thing I'm going to follow because it's a full date, right? It's a full date. Now, if I want to convert this date into a varchar, what I have to do? What function I have to use? If I want to convert date into a, what function you have to use? Anyone? ToChar. This is, we can convert date into char. We can convert. Okay, varchar convert. Now, what I want to pass is in this. If you use sorry guys, just I'm using tab, right? If you use control space, right? Yeah, if you use control space, you can able to see ToChar function. You can pass one expressions you can pass. Okay, now just make ToChar. I going to pass the date value. Whatever the column I derived from the inner query, right? I going to pass this date value inside. I want to convert into a string. Okay, just give in single quotes. You can pass the expression. What expression you can pass? You can pass YYY hyphen hyphen DD. Because I need this part alone. I no need hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds, no, not required. That's why I giving this expressions. I'll get only
Year, month, date.
date only I'll get. Okay, just give some alias name. That's it. You can give alias name as, you can go here. You can take this as full date. It's going to be a full date for you. This is how you have to derive the date dimension table. What is the next one? Day of week. It's going to be a. Do you know, guys, why I made this full date as string? Because in the column, what data we have?
String.
That's why I'm converting the date values in a date column. I converting into a string using ToChar. Varchar means nothing but a string only. Okay. Now next one is day of week. It's going to be a
String, sir.
String. Okay. I want to get a day of week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's want to come in like a string. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be a string only, right? Now for that, we're going to use one more function. That function name is day name. You have to remember all these things. They'll ask in the interview. If you want to extract the date name, you can use the day name function. Just pass the column what I have, right? In the inner query. What column we have?
Date value.
Date value. Just pass the date value in the day name. You can give some alias. Alias what I can provide? Alias what I can? Day of
Day of the week. Weeks.
week. Sujita Priya has to answer for the every questions. What I'm asking. Next one is Sujita Priya. What I have to find? What we have to find? I found the day of week. Next, what you have to find?
Quarter, sir.
After day name, we have to find the quarter.
Month.
Day of?
Month.
We have to find the day of month. Okay. We have to find the day of month. It's an integer value. Do you know what is day of month? Anyone? Day of month.
Monday.
Monday, Tuesday, or something.
Day of week is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sir,
Though the day of month is integer, you are saying Monday, Tuesday. Who is saying that all the things?
1 to 31, sir.
1 to 31. Someone said Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Who is saying all these things? Though I mentioned clearly day of month, it is going to integer value. It's going to come 1 to 31. We have several functions for this. Okay. If you want to get now, just you can use one function called day. Just you have to pass the date value as
Day of month.
Day of month. That's it. Next one is day of year. Day of year. For finding the year, okay, we have one more function. We have to know all this function. Without knowing function, we can't able to work here. Day of year. You have to pass date value. Give some alias.
Day of year.
Day of year. Next. We found the day of year, right? Next one is
Week of year. Month.
month. For month, what do we have to do?
Week of year.
Week of year, right? Okay, week of year. For week of year, we have one more function. That is nothing but week. Function we have. We have to pass the alias is week of year.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to give 1 to 54 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 54 weeks. Next one is month. Now, month is a string, right? It will be Jan, February, March, April. Like this is going to come to December. For finding the okay, to get the month right, we can use toChar function itself. We can use to convert the string because the month is coming like a string, right? To convert a string, you have to use which function? Which function you have to use?
toChar
function. toChar function you have to use. And then you have to pass the date value. In the expressions you can pass, month you can pass. What you can pass? See guys, M should be caps, okay? M should be caps, M should be lowercase. You can pass month and then give the aliases.
Month, sir.
Month. Next one is
month number.
Month number integer value. Database integer value. Now we have the direct function we have. Month function itself we have. date value. Sorry guys, just to copy as it is. Date value as
Month.
month number. Next one is
Month number.
send them like this word, quarter.
Quarter, sir.
Yeah. How to find the quarter? Now we have to use concatenate function because you can get the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, but you have to add one more character called q. One more character called q. Okay, that's why using concatenate function, I'm going to concatenate q with 1. Then I'll get q1. I'll concatenate q with 2, q2. Concatenate q with 3, q3. I want to do all the stuffs. Just to put the static character as q. In the concatenate function, what I'm going to use, I'm going to pass two arguments I can pass. Because though q is a kind of string, right? The kind of string. Now you can able to concatenate one string with another string. Okay, you can concatenate one string with another string. Now I can directly use one function called quarter. What the quarter will give, right? It will give 1, 2, 3, 4. In a year, how many quarters are there?
4 quarters, sir.
4 quarters are there. Now, if I give quarter of date underscore value, it's going to give the integer value for me. It will give the integer value for me. This function is going to give integer value for me. Though the concatenate function will concatenate only strings. If you want to convert integer into a string, what do you have to do?
2 cats, sir.
We have to use again.
2
I don't know
cats.
what Sujita Priya is doing there. I am asking the question to her only. Like if I want to convert integer into string, you have to use. Want to
Two
use
chars.
two char function. You have to
Two
use. You have to close the brackets. Just I'm checking the brackets. Oh, good, good. Yeah, everything is good. Okay, because this quarter will going to give 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to concatenate with q, then I'll get q1, q2, q3, q4. I want to give the alias name. What's the alias name?
Quarters.
Quarter. Next, one is year. We have one function called year function. Just we have to pass the
Well,
date value. Okay, as
year.
year. And then next one is is weekend. How to find the is weekend, guys? Anyone? You have to write the case when statement here. Okay, for this column alone, you have to write the case when statement. You can write case statement, case when we have one function called day of week. Okay, what the day of week will give? What's the day of week will give? It's going to give 1 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? In a week, how many days are there?
7 days, sir.
7 days are there. Okay, it's going to give value, integer value it's going to give. I'm going to check using in function. It's going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to check if it lies between 6 and 7. Lies between 6 and 7. 6 is Saturday. 7 is here.
Sundays.
Sunday. Then what I'm going to give? I'm going to give the Boolean value. What's the Boolean value?
True, sir.
True.
In case else, what I have to give?
False.
False.
False. And then if you use a case statement, finally I have to use the end statement.
Yes, sir.
And then give alias is weekend. That's it. And then you have to it should come from your subquery. Okay, all this come from subquery. Now that's it, guys. Like you have to derive this kind of stuffs using this kind of function: to char, day name, day of year, week, to char, month, concatenate, year, see, without knowing date and time, don't go to the ETL job. Okay, daily work will be like you are scheduling some jobs, you are doing some aggregations, analytical reporting will do. You should know all these things. Okay, just run this one, guys. I just started the query. Yeah, it's running, guys. Now, if you look at here, now you can see, guys. Okay, we have did this things. We can't get the date key. Date key is nothing but we are generated for around how many years? Nearly 100 years we are generated from 2000 to 2099. Okay, now this is a full date. We have took 1 year date. We have removed the hours minutes against. Now next one is day of week. Day of week means it's going to give Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, like you can start from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, you can able to see the day of weeks. Right? For 100 years, you can see the day of week. Next one is day of month. In a month, how many days will be there? Anyone?
31, sir.
30 or 31. Okay, now this month is having 31, and then you can see it again start from 1 to 3. Again, 1 to 3. Again, go for the 29. Okay, I think it's February, right? It's February. That's why it's 29. That's why it's 29. And then it's a leap year. You can see 2000 falls on leap year. If the year is divided by 4, then we can say it's a leap year. If the year, any year is divided by 4, it's a leap year. Now 2024 is a leap year or not? 2024. It's a
Leap year.
it's a leap year. Okay, now you also will get 29 days for February month. Okay, now you can see the day of month, right? This is how you can able to see the day of month. Next one is day of year. Day of year means it will give 1 to 365 days. Now, if I show here, right? Now look at the day of year. Will show 365 days. After that, it will again start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 365. For every year, you can see. I'm just yeah. Now you can see, right? 357, 358, and then 365. After that, what happening?
Okay, 1, 2.
Again for 2001 year, again started 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a day of year. Next one is week of year. How many weeks will be there? How many weeks?
54 weeks.
54. 54.
50 weeks will be there. Okay, now we can able to see 52, and then because Saturday is 52 week, and then again start with 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1. I like that. Will go. Good. 52 weeks, right? 52 weeks. Go to 54. 52 weeks. Okay, now again start with 1. This way it falls on the first week. If you look at here, it falls again week. Like this, it will go up to 52. Good. Next one is why it's giving month. Yeah, what's the month actually, guys? It's Jan month. If you go here, it will give the months. If you cross January, right, it will give February, March. Okay, you can see the months. You can see the months. Next, I going to show. Next, I'm going to show month number. Month number is 1 to 1 to
12, sir.
12. After that, for next year, again have 1 to 12. Now we can see the quarter. January month is which quarter? Sujita Priya? January month is which quarter?
First quarter, sir.
December month falls on which quarter?
Third quarter.
Third quarter. Okay. December month falls on which quarter? You saying? Anyone?
Fourth quarter.
That's the fourth quarter.
It's a fourth quarter.
Quarter, sir.
You said third quarter for me. It's a fourth quarter.
Sorry.
Next one is year. Okay, it starts with the year 2000 up to we can able to see like 2099. You can see, right? Up to 100 years. I created a data dimension table. Okay, now is weekend. Now you can see, though it's Saturday is, see guys, I think Saturday is true, but Sunday I kept 7, right? It's giving false for us. I have to change. I have to change what I change.
6,
6. Saturday is for Saturdays 1 means. Saturday is 1 means what I have to change. Let's see. Saturday is coming as a true. If I make 6, everything will go wrong, right? Guys, help me. What we have to change? 1 and 7 is correct. No, which time it's taking actually? It's Saturday is true. Sunday should also come true only, right? I given 1, 7. Saturday. Just I'll make it because sometimes 0 considers Sunday. Let's see. 0 Sun. No, I think it won't work actually, guys. Let's 1 second. 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will come. Okay.
So can we try with 6 and 7?
6 and 7. Let's give it a try. 6 and 7. The first one is Saturday, Sunday, right? Saturday, Sunday. No. It's coming true for Saturday, Sunday. It's giving false. Let's we see some other Saturdays, Sundays. Yeah, for Saturday it's coming true. For Sunday it's giving false.
Sir, 0 and 6, sir.
0 and 6. That's what I tried first. 0 and 7, right? 0 or 6, 0, 7. 0.
0 and 6.
Wait, guys, we'll do a try. We'll try for 0, 6. If it is 0, then try. Yeah, it's 0 and 6. Okay, because now we have to treat 0 Sunday. 6 is nothing but Saturday. Okay, now you can see weekend you're getting true, true. Guys, you can see here also you are getting the true, true for Saturday and Sundays. You have to follow between the 0 and 6. 0 is Sunday, 6 is nothing but Saturday. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a simple thing. Just I'm going to insert. I'm going to insert into the table. Can you help me how to insert into the table, data dimension table? Very simple. How to insert into data dimension table? This many records coming from select statement. I want to insert into the day dimension table. How to insert? How to insert?
Sir, insert in
That's it. Insert into.
dimension table.
It's a day dimension, not dimension table. Day dimension table.
Dimension.
Insert into day dimension table, and then just to use a select statement. That's it. Directly can insert the records into the day dimension table. Just run it. Now you can able see number of rows inserted is 3,60,025. Okay. If you query this table, This will be the SCD type 0 table. Day dimension table is nothing but SCD type 0 table. It's contains only static data. It contains only static data. It will be a lookup table for you. If you want to do any kind of fact tables, measurements, then you can use the day dimension table, and then you can give the total number of sales, total number of quantities. Everything can able to derive from this day dimension table. Now I'm going to give one more task for you guys. Now you have to create few more columns for the time as well. Okay. For the time as well. Like hours should be one column. Minute should be another column. Second should be another column. And then milliseconds, it should be capital S, should be another column. For this, you have to write a proc. Okay. That proc should trigger every second. If the proc is triggering every second, it has to insert this record into the table. Someone got it right? It has to update the record hours, minutes, seconds. Every second, it has to update. You have to write a proc. That proc should trigger every second. It has to insert the record every second into this table. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You can see the you can see the clock as well. Like every second, it will be inserting some records in this table. You can able to see the hours, minutes, seconds, and time zone. Time zone. Okay, these are the attributes. You have to do it by creating a proc, because you guys are good in store procedures. Create some procs, and then the proc should trigger every second, and then it has to insert the record. This is how it contains the data dimension table. It contains the date, hours, minutes, seconds, time zones. Whenever you want to refer this data, you can refer this lookup table, and then you can do all kind of factorial measurements. Okay, I'm going to close session right now.